Girls, this is Mrs. Graff. I'm the teacher at Laurelwood Grove Elementary. I teach first grade. Today I'm going to read chapter 7. Nick has started basketball practice in the morning, so mom drops me off at school now. I miss walking with Nick, but I love riding in the car with mom. She always plays salsa music. We even dance in the car a little bit before school. Que tengas un bien día, she says, passing on my backpack and kissing me on the cheek. And you have a great day too. I reply as she hugs me super tight before I hop out of the car. As I enter the school, I can still smell mom's perfume, which makes me feel cozy and safe. It's almost like I'm wearing her fresh laundry and lavender scent, like a sophisticated grown-up. Then I notice Stanley out of the corner of my eye, and I start feeling roja. I begin to power walk towards the front door, but Stanley apparently is also a fast walker, so I do the only thing I can think of. I run into the school office. "Do you need anything, Stella?" asked Miss Green with a raised eyebrow. She's standing behind the front desk. "Nothing. Just wanted to say hi." I smile while peeking out the window of the office. "Oh, how sweet. Good morning," she replies. She reaches into a jar. "Here, take a lollipop, Stella." "Thanks," I say, grabbing a cherry lollipop from her hands. I check the window again. The coast is clear, so I say goodbye. Thankfully, we start sustained reading in class. This means I can hide from Stanley and everyone else with a book in front of my face. I'm more mortified than usual. I'm used to the rest of the class thinking I'm odd, but from the way I've been acting, Stanley must think I'm the weirdest klutz ever. I take a small break from the fishes to read another biography about Jacques Cousteau. As interesting as Mr. Cousteau is, and trust me, he is, he invented the aqualung, the portable breathing device that scuba divers use. I keep thinking about Stanley, only a little bit. I just don't know what to say to someone who is the best at everything. He's the fastest runner. He can balance a spoon on his nose at lunch. He can play the drums in music class. He's new and he already has made so many friends. I've been here forever and I only have Jenny, and she's not even in my class. It's almost as if he has superpowers, magic, or just really lucky. Whatever it is, I wish I could steal some, then everything would just be so much easier. Fortunately, I don't have time to think too much because after sustained reading, we head to gym class with Coach Smith, who announces that we will be playing kickball. "Boys versus girls," he said with his loud voice. His big voice matches his sides. Coach Smith is the tallest person I know. In kindergarten, all I could see was his freckly knees when I was sitting crisscross applesauce style on the ground. "Chop, chop," he says, clapping his giant hands. The class divides up with the boys on one side and the girls on the other. The girls decide that Michelle should be the team captain. Everyone knows that she's the best since she plays sports outside of school. Then we decide the order we go in. Michelle says Stella's really good at running. She should go first. It is true. Every gym class we get to run laps around the gym. Coach Smith always puts on fun music to run to. When Jenny and I were in the same class, we used to sing along, which slowed us down a bit. Now that Jenny's in a different class, I just run quietly. Turns out I can run faster than most of the girls, a couple of the boys. I nod and smile at Michelle. I find that if I'm at least smile, people think that I am nice, and I don't really have to talk. As the game starts, I'm excited to get up to the plate, but then I see Stanley. He's the pitcher for the boys' team. I freeze and miss the ball when Stanley throws it at me. The girls groan. Michelle yells, "Just kick it, Stella." Then Jessica Anderson shouts, "Stella stairs, Stella stairs, Stella stairs." Everyone else starts saying it. After 3 misses, I sit down on the grass by myself. I wish I could find the magic words to say to make everyone stop. When we get back to class, I say to myself and test my head on the desk, "It's almost lunchtime. At least that will be a break from this tough day." "Class before you go to lunch," Miss Bella says, standing up. "I want to introduce a new ongoing project. It's on animals. You can choose any animal or favorite type of animal you want to research. Make sure it's an animal you really enjoy because we'll be working on this until spring." I lifted my head. I know exactly what I'm going to do. We can talk about it more after lunch, but here is a handout for now, she says. As she walks around to pass out a handout with details, everyone starts talking about the ideas for their projects. I'm going to do bears, says Ben, because of the circus bears. I'm going to do birds, says Lauren, who smiles at me. Lauren is quiet like me. Sometimes we talk about new Nancy Drew books. Jessica Anderson asks, what are you going to do, Stella? Her ponytail is swinging from side to side. I nervously reply, fishes. Makes sense, she whispers. Fish don't talk, they just stare. I groan and cover my face. Could this day get any worse? I'm so happy to see Jenny at lunch. I'm so glad to see that she's alone and not with Anna. Thank goodness, too, because I need my best friend, especially on a day like today. We each bring our lunches, so we sit together right away. I tell her what happened during kickball. Jessica Anderson said, I never speak and that I just stare. And then everyone started saying it. You talk plenty around me, Jenny says, as she takes a bite of her Vietnamese sandwich. Vietnamese sandwiches are very yummy. They are made of soft French rolls with vegetables, tofu, meat, and mayo. Jenny brings me one sometimes for lunch. I know, I say, offering her a jicama stick. Jicama is sort of like a potato and watermelon mixed together, and it isn't very sweet. We squeeze a little bit of lemon on it, and then this sweet, spicy powder called picosito. Jenny grabs one and takes the world's smallest bite. Jenny likes seeing how many bites she can make in one carrot stick or other types of food. She's up to 37 in one carrot and 52 bites in a pretzel. Maybe we can write a whole list of things you can say, Jenny suggests after she takes another tiny bite of the jicama stick. Like, I'm glad the sun is out, I say, or that is a nice outfit. My mom says everyone likes compliments. Totally. We can work on it on the playground during our recess. I've got my trusty journal, Jenny says. Jenny's journals has big white tiger with sparkles on the cover. If she were still in my class, she would have done her animal project on tigers. Instead, her class is doing different countries for their long project. Of course, Jenny chooses Vietnam. Jenny went to Vietnam last summer for a family reunion. She brought me back chopsticks and slippers. I promised her next time I went to Mexico, I would bring her something special like an albergue, which is a little sculpture of an imaginary animal. Albergues are simply beautiful with all the different patterns and colors. During recess, we make a whole list of things I can say until we get bored. I slump over as I look at the list. Jenny, I don't know if any of this will help. It might. Jenny stands up, brings her fingers to her forehead. She has an idea. She lifts her arms into the air, spreads her fingers wide, and says, I know, you can use the power of deduction. Deduct what? I can't even say the word. There are too many letters. Deduction. It's something Sherlock Holmes says. Anyway, it's just asking questions. People love questions. You can ask them about their day, what they are doing, and then I'll know more about them, which means it'll be easier to talk to them. It's like your own personal game of 20 questions. Maybe sounds easier than done. She grabs my hand. Come on, let's go to the swings. We sit on the swings and go as high as we can. Afterward, Jenny hangs upside down from the jungle gym while I just sit on top of it. Jenny is really brave, and she can do flips. I'm always too scared that I'll fall. She always looks so funny with her super straight black hair hanging upside down. Come on, let's practice. Ask me a question, she says. Jenny, as she pulls herself right back up, side up again. I draw a blank. So I ask an easy one. Do you like dogs or cats? Stella, you know it's cats. Ask me harder ones, she said, lowering herself off the monkey bars. Presto, I have a good one. Who is Sherlock's home? Excellent one, Stella, she says, jumping onto the balance bars. Jenny then starts telling me all about Sherlock Holmes and how he is a famous detective from a series of books, and how she recently watched part of the Sherlock Holmes movies at her cousin's house. From there, it is so easy coming up with more questions to ask Jenny, like about her cousins and what they do together. But then again, it's always easy to talk to Jenny. Even though I'm getting the hang of it, it's no mystery that what I really need is Jenny in my class. Wow, what a good chapter. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to read to you again. Bye.